Huh? How's it going?
Charterhouse
Oh, yeah, slow.
Jumps up this race by its remains. You just got past creatures money dead. Oh, now the lizard stays still. To the end of man's long without.
I did used to have a Rickenbacker double neck, but I found with that the problem was that the bass was on the top and the sixth string was on the bottom, and it stretches your wrist a lot. So it's much more natural for a bass player who's playing a guitar to play it higher and play a bass lower. And so I went off and looked for an original Shergold, which of course was what Michael Rutherford used through the 1977 tour and a little bit beyond that through Duke as well. And but it, you know, I'd made this decision that I was going to change it, so I did a lot of customisation on it. Had it completely re-engineered. The necks were extended. I put a whole load of electronics in myself, and then more recently I've put in a Line 6 Variax system, which enables me to emulate different guitars, acoustic guitars, 6-string guitars, 12-string guitars. It's modelling really. Well, it was £15.5 before I put the Variax in, 16.5 maybe. It weighs you down, and if you're not playing for a while, if you know you've got a semester or a time out period with G2 and you put it back on, you feel it down your back a lot.
Drummer's fault.
And how do you feel about the charity element to what G2 are doing?
Oh, it's just awesome. You know, to be able to help young children who are probably not going to make it through to later life, and it's very sad, but it's just wonderful to be able to do something for those children.
I've been waiting here for so long now. Oh, and all this time has passed me by. It hardly seems to matter a jot. Oh no.
I just sit around eating sandwiches and drinking tea and stuff, and perhaps go for a walk, do some shopping, that sort of thing. And then eventually they'll realise I'm not there when I'm supposed to sing.
I've been waiting here for so long.
You have to think from start to finish. You have to be on top of it, and you're constantly thinking about what's coming next. But there are occasional moments where you do get lost in it, and quite often I'm accused of closing my eyes quite a lot, and I will close my eyes, and I will be somewhere else. I'm not quite sure where, but I'll be somewhere else, lost in the moment. Yeah, that does happen.
Can you tell me where my country lies? Said the uniform to his true love's eyes. It lies with me, cried the Queen of Maybe, for her merchandise. He traded in his price.
It's different when you're listening on stage. I mean, what a lot of people don't realise is when you're on stage, you get a mix which is nothing like you get from the hall, and all those mixes are individually tailored to the people concerned. So my mix is mostly me, with just a smattering of other pieces that I'm picking up in the periphery. So it's not as enjoyable experience, I hope, as being out in the hall. Hopefully that they get the full effect in the hall, because if they had to listen to what I had to listen to, then they'd probably leave.
Yeah, well, the middle bit in Mad Man Moon's just pretty fast, pretty hard to play. It's the speed mostly, and it, because it's repetitive, you can't stop, and it just makes my arm seize up. So actually, it's the physical strain of playing it. What were we saying? Get bored?
I get bored about halfway.
For the people who are watching this that are wondering whether they should come to Charterhouse, why should they come in one concise sentence? Or two or three, if you have to.
Have I ever been concise? Because the setting makes these shows unique. It's such a great place to play, wonderful hall, and the lighting and everything, effects on those huge, great stained glass windows at the back. It just looks amazing, and there's just something about the place and the shows that raises them above any show you'd see in a theatre or a rock club. There's something about the atmosphere in there, the sense of expectation. It's just a great show, and you get double drums. And it's in aid of a good cause. So
Very noisy drums.
yeah, very noisy
Don't know
drummers.
when to shut up.
Yeah, as usual.
If you play a drum kit in a band, you're the one who makes all the clattering rhythmic noise, and so therefore you live by your own rules more or less. When you've got another drummer to play with, it's very different. You've got to fit your time in with them, and they have with you, and it's a very different challenge. It's well worth any drummer having a go at, I'd say.
You seem to smile a lot when you're playing. Is that laughing at good bits? Or...
It could be either, really.
I'm hoping you hadn't noticed that. Usually it's just about me making a cock up of many things that I've been playing for years, actually, and you think, what's going to come next? Like, it makes me laugh that that these things happen. It's really nice having another drummer there. I learnt this with Nigel, where something like Seconds Out, where you generally have like 3 orders of magnitude for dynamics, and that last one where you really need to push it, it's just great when the other drummer comes in, and it just lifts you in a real spiritual and musical way. A lot of people might not think that just having drums on their own is just a rhythmical bashing beat, but actually dynamically it's a real musical instrument in it. And I just wanted to stop when that happened. I just wanted to stop. But of course if you stop, then you lose the point of having 2 drummers. So that's really lovely. It's lovely having that support. what's really good about this show and being at Charterhouse is that there's actual reason to do it, rather than just the kind of kudos, is that the word, of just playing at Charterhouse. There's a real reason for this, and that's the children's hospice chase. And that situation is a different life. It's a different world, and anything we can do to make that different life and different world a little bit more comfortable, we're glad to do it.
We sure
and
are.
Charterhouse is that catalyst. Genesis, Charterhouse, the music, the children. If this is post-Charterhouse, you missed something.
That's right.
If this is pre-Charterhouse,
You've got a chance to be part of something.